Hey all, Crafty Jenna Bug here. So sometimes when I have leftover resin, I pour it into a mold specifically for making resin pendants. And then I add usually dried flowers or other media into the mold with the resin and make pendants out of it. And that's how this little guy came about. I had some blue resin left over. I don't even remember what from. And I stuck a dried flower in it, let it cure, and then put a clear layer over it to make a pretty pendant. So this little guy, I'm going to make a necklace with. It's been a long time since I designed some jewelry, so bear with me. Trying to get my sea legs back, as it were. So, let's get crafting. All right. So I spared you the tedium of watching me pick out all the different beads and such. I have too many beads. We would be here all day. It literally took me way longer than I care to admit to go through all of my beads and pick out what I liked for this piece. What I'm going to do is make this a hanging bit, and I've got these dark blue seed beads that I'll be using. Focus. There we go. I just had to hit the camera. I've got these dark blue seed beads that I'm going to use in between the beads just for a little extra length. It's not going to add much, but it will be a little bit more than what I've got going on here. As you can see, I've got various glass beads. I think these are plastic. They might be glass. I'm not sure. I don't have the paperwork on them anymore. Most of these are glass beads. These are metal. These are little metal wheelie bobbers. Looks like little knots for little accent pieces. And yeah, I mixed some ovals and some ovals and cubes, excuse me, to play off of the squareness of this. The blues aren't quite right, but I think it'll look okay when it's all done. There are lighter blues on some of the facets of these cube beads have a little bit of light play in them. Let's see if I can get it to show up on camera. So some of them are just regular blue, some of them are like shimmery, opalescent, I guess. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my beading wire. This one is the one I'm using. Come on, focus on it. Okay, there we go. This is what I'm using. It's just a stainless steel wire that is coated in nylon, so it is not as painful to work with. It's a little bit, it's very flexible. Very flexible. And I am going to measure out how much I need. This looks like it might be 17 to 18, maybe 19 inches long. I'm gonna add extra. Let's pull it out a little bit more. There we go. Always better to have more of this than you need and trim it than to not have enough. Okay. So, what I am going to do is I'm folding the string in half. Which you can't tell because my camera is too close. Folding it in half. And I'm going to take that loop and I'm going to feed it through the hole. And then I will take the ends and feed them through. Not as pretty as a jump ring, but it'll do. Ta-da! And now that's going to be the middle portion of the pendant, the dangly bit. It's the technical term. Yeah. So we got our dangly bit, and then I'm going to take. Let's see. Will this fit? Can I not drop the seed bead, please? I'm going to put the seed bead through both strings just to create a little doohickey. Okay. And then I'll put this guy through both. And then another seed bead. Are you recording? Yes, I am. You know what? No. I've got some slightly bigger beads I'm going to use. So, what I'm going to do is I've got that little seed bead on there. It does not want to stay where I put it. I'm going to put, this is a slightly bigger bead. Let's see if I can show you. This is called an E bead, and compared to the seed bead, that's the difference in size. And I'm just going to do this to make it a little bit more finished, or something like that. There we go. Just to give it a little bit more space between that and this bead. This bead also has big holes, and I was starting to lose the seed bead in it, and this will just kind of create a buffer between the glass bead and the seed bead. There we go. So that's going to be the pendant. Then I'm going to split these and bead on it like this. Separate them to make the necklace. So let's get to that. That's how it's looking so far. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Alright. Let's keep going. There's the one side. Now, how long is it? Let's measure. It's about 19 inches. All right, so what we're gonna do next is we've got these little guys, this crimp tube, and what you do is you put it on the end, and then you put part of your clasp over it, and then you loop the working string back through that crimp bead or tube. Some of them are tubes. And then you feed it through a couple of beads as well. Come on, get it in there. You know what, it might be easier if it doesn't. And then holding, pull it tight. Pull it so tight. Then you take your crimping tool and you crimp it. And hope that you don't end up splitting it. And that holds it tight. And then you just trim off the excess. And there you have it. That's half of the necklace. Now we just got to do the other half. All right, we've got one half of the necklace done. We're going to start stringing up the other side. And we're going to start with the seed bead. That is not the right color bead. Now time to do the crimping again. All right, there it is. There it is. And these clasps work by taking the rod and sticking it through, and then it catches. And then to take it off, you would turn it sideways, slide it through. So there we have it. Oops. There we have it. It is about, let's see. I'd say it's about 19 inches. It's about 19 inches long. This was a lot of fun. It was nice to kind of stretch the beading muscles that I hadn't used in a while. It's been a few years since I really sat down and designed some jewelry pieces. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I think I'll be doing more of these in the future. I hope you liked it, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.